media day. Going back to the question I asked you about defense on media day.
Absolutely.
I remember the impassioned response. We're here at the end of the regular season. Congrats, making second team all defense. You had one of your backcourt mates with you, and another player, well, I guess the entire team, feels like was snubbed. So if you could just talk about both from you and Ariel's point of view, and then just talk about what Latoya means on the defense end to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to be noticed for what I do. I personally think that I'm a first team all defensive player. I guard the best player every single night, in and out, not just the point guard. I don't know how many other players on the teams hold players to 0 or 2 points on opposing teams on multiple occasions during the season. So it's a little frustrating for me. I felt like I was left off last year with being our primary defender, and then got snubbed again this year. But it is what it is. Things can be political. That's why I campaigned so hard for Elena MVP, because I didn't want other names in it. And then from another point of view, Latoya Sanders is our anchor. She guards every single big in this league, regardless if she's undersized or just undersized is the biggest thing. She'll guard anyone from Brittany Griner to Vandersloot in our last game. So to hold out someone that anchors our defense, who is a legitimate defender in this league, you could ask any coach to go through those first and second teams and ask if they would pick Latoya Sanders, and they'd be out their mind if they didn't say that. If you have to pick this one or this one, I would pick Latoya.
All right, going back to that side of the floor as a guard, I know with more size, you got to guard sometimes 1 through 3.
Yeah.
And you guys switch a lot of times. Latoya's kind of the linchpin in that from a big perspective. Why do you feel like she's overlooked where, at least to me, it feels like some of the things you guys do, you can't really do without her on the floor?
Politics of our league. It's what it is. It's plain and simple. Latoya is huge for us. She can guard the 1 through 4. 1 through 5, not even 1 through 4. So unfortunately, there's political shit within our league. So I feel like too, because we're such a good offensive team, people forget that we do play defense. So I don't think if our marketing department didn't push so hard for me and Ariel to get on the team, I don't even think we would be on the team.
What's the different approach this year, knowing that we know what happened last year, but last year you guys had to play those first 2 rounds, like that survive in advance, where this time you guys are sitting back, you're kicking back a little bit. How different is it for you guys, I guess? I
mean, I hate the way our league is set up. You work your ass off all year to play 1 game elimination. It's terrible. So I hope eventually they do change that, because it's just not. It's crazy that you're playing for your life. But we were in that situation last year. We took care of it. But by the time we got to the finals last year, we were gassed just from how many games we had to play. So it's nice to be on the other end of that this year, to be able to get some rest and recover our bodies that are a little bit beat up, especially with Kristi out of the lineup. Some of our minutes went up big time. So it's nice. We're trying to get the rust out now, trying to prepare. It's good that we get the guys in here today and on Sunday just to prepare us. They're bigger, faster, stronger than us. So just preparing us for a playoff situation. We're not going to get calls. We're going to have to play through a lot of physical play and, a sped-up kind of game tempo, but that plays into our favor.
You mentioned Kristi already. After last game, you said my point guard's back.
Yes.
We don't know if it's necessarily going to be game 1 of that series or whatnot, but in her absence, a lot more was put on your plate in terms of we know who you are as a facilitator, but on the opposite end of the floor, defensively, and then kind of just, I guess, did you have to kind of find your voice as kind of the point guard for a little while? She's been out?
No, I think that I've had my voice. I know Elena and Kristi are our 2 leaders, but I have my role on this team and my leadership, whether that's, just boys on the floor or, being the perimeter defender on the defensive end. I have my voice. It was definitely hard without Kristi to just kind of balance everything, because that's another leader, a veteran leader, who is the only one on this roster that's won the championship. So it took me a little bit to get adjusted. It took me like 3 or 4 games where I was a little bit not flustered, but it's definitely hard to lose your counterpart on the court. you know, we figured it out. Everyone stepped up in her absence, and for me, the biggest thing was just to hold it down for her until she can get back. And even now, so you know, we don't know if she'll be able to play the first game, but it's good to have her back. It's good to have her back on the court with us. But she did a phenomenal job, and it's a testament to who she is as both a player and a person. That even while she was out, she still had an impact on our team.
Their last question. We came in at the end of the practice. You guys were still running with the guys for a little bit. Some of these starters were here watching some of the wonderful depth that you guys have. It seems like you guys were really trying to encourage and empower them. Get open look, take the open look.
Absolutely.
How important is that for you guys, knowing how much of a advantage the depth you guys have has been for you guys?
Yeah, we got the best bench in the WNBA. So just giving them experience against the guys, preparing them for what's about to happen. You know, some of these players haven't played in playoff situations yet. They've had a little bit of a taste in it, whether it was last year, but for the most part, we've played our core. But you know, we're going to need everyone. It takes everyone on this team to win a championship. So just getting them the confidence that they need going in the playoffs. You know, utilizing everyone and bringing everyone's talents to the team is going to be huge.